With that being said, we're going to talk about In Nerd News. And there's a couple things going on, but the main thing that I stumbled across this week is that San Diego has been in a legal battle with their names, and they're pretty much saying that no one else has the right to be a San Diego Comic-Con or a Comic-Con in general. And
I can understand not being a San Diego Comic-Con. I don't understand you can't be at Comic-Con. I'm sorry, New York is bigger than San Diego, and they should be able to be New York Comic-Con. I have a feeling that they're going to keep it.
So here's the thing.
I think they're just going to pay San Diego and be like, fuck you.
Here's the thing. San Diego won.
What?
They won. They won. The judge was on their favor, saying that this is their branding. So San Diego is the only one that can use Comic-Con. Now you can still use, because you can't coin comic and convention, the word convention, but you can't do Comic-Con. So San Diego won, and they were fighting with Salt Lake City about it. And the judge also had, I found a note that I wrote, and it's saying that the defendants had to pay like $4 million in attorney fees and costs. So
yeah, the judge also ordered the SLCC defendants to pay almost $4 million in attorney's fees and costs.
Yeah, so pretty much anything that's Comic-Con, you're going to see everyone be changing their names. I believe Salt Lake already changed theirs to FanFest X or something. I had it. Yeah, Fan X Salt Lake Comic. So... Comic Convention. Sorry. Fan X Salt Lake Comic Convention. So that's the thing. Like, do you think that's fair that they can say Comic-Con? And why is it like...
No.
It's just the shorthand that they're doing it
I think they're little bitches. Like, seriously. No. So the thing that bothers me is this is supposed to be a nerding community, okay? If you're going to sit there and all of a sudden rule over everyone else, saying that they can't use... People are going to say Comic-Con anyway.
Yeah, that's...
Like,
you're not going to stop people from shorthanding it verbally.
Because, so a bunch of people were correcting me all through Phoenix Fan Fest. Because I kept going, oh, Phoenix Comic-Con. Oh, Phoenix Comic-Con. They're like, it's Fan Fusion. I was like, okay, I don't care.
Hold on. People were...
Yeah.
Like, people who are working there or people who are going?
People who are going. People who are around me nonstop while I was like, hey, you guys going to be at Comic-Con? And they're like, you mean Fan Fusion? I was like, no, Comic-Con. Like, yes, Fan Fusion. I don't care. We know what it's going to be.
How many times has that actually changed, though? The name for the Phoenix one, I think, has changed a few times. So I get that people...
Was it FanFest? And then also...
Yeah, there was FanFest. But I think FanFest might have been the one that's, like, in the fall. But that's the thing. Like,
oh, yeah, you're right. There's different ones. Sorry.
So San Diego, I think, had this set for a while, and they wanted to brand it. And I think they went through the proper channels because they've been wanting to do this for years in the proper paperwork. So, okay, yeah, I understand where they can do that.
What comes from it with them branding it? Like, there's so many other...
You know how branding is important. Like, it makes sense.
I get that, but, like, you're like, for me, that puts a bad taste in my mouth that you went this way, and there's tons of other ones that are bigger than yours that are, like, New York again, that should rightfully be able to use it.
That's the thing, and I understand where they're wanting to brand the shorthand of Comic-Con, and you know what, let them have it, because Salt Lake City is just going to say Comic Convention. And yeah, it's worded really long, and I don't know if
I think people will still say Comic-Con.
People are going to still say Comic-Con. They're going to shorthand it, because no one wants to go, hey, are you going to go to the Fan X Salt Lake Comic... Bleh. See, I can't even say it. So it's just not... No, people are not going to do it. It's going to change, like, branding and changing how they set stuff up. But
they'll use the proper branding and look and style to have it Fan X Salt Lake Comic Convention.
Yeah, Comic Convention,
but
sorry.
Anybody who goes is going to say Comic-Con because that's just utter nonsense.
It's hard. I there's a part of me that thinks that's really ridiculous because it is kind of a universal kind of saying that people do. Yeah. But at the same time, if they've gone through the proper channels and they've been fighting for it, it's like, I can't blame them for it, but again, it's like there are other things that people can call conventions, and when I read it, I freaked out going, there's no way that they're pretty much coining all of it. But then when I read it again, finding that you can still say comic convention, I'm like, that makes sense. You just can't say con. So
yeah.
Con! You
Yeah.
can't say that. But yeah, so speaking of the Comic-Con, since it is actually happening on the 18th through the 21st this month.
Oh my god, that's super close. So
real close.
Crappy that, because I wanted tickets, but you know what?
My buddies are going this
I've
year.
gotten to the point where I don't even really want to go. And this next reason is because of what you wrote down here. It is more Hollywood than comics.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, is it more Hollywood than comic books?
By the way,
yes.
I should probably save this for Paperback Mountain. I'm ruining this whole segments.
It's okay. She's just fucking she's just walking right through it.
Well, this is
do it.
San Diego Comic-Con related.
Do it.
So, Mirka and Dolpha came out with Unnatural, that one that I'm like super obsessed with.
The pig girl.
Yes.
Got it.
She has been drawing this gorgeous Victorian woman who looks badass for a while now.
Yeah.
She's not saying anything and she keeps just doing #Helene. And I'm like, so I'm assuming that's her name.
New character?
She just came out that she's going to be having for Image Comics a new book called Mercy. Ooh. And it is about a badass evil bitch that's in the Victorian era named Helene.
Right up your style.
Oh,
right there.
I have to show you. But okay, so that's the thing is show. When I went to Comic-Con, I was walking around and like I couldn't move anywhere. I couldn't go up to any of the
This is San Diego?
This is San Diego.
Yeah.
I went to Image, tried going there, and like you have to be like it's like a fucking grab like place. Like, oh, I want these books. And then like I can't talk to anybody. We're like at Fan Fusion, you know,
it's a little bit more.
I sat and I was able to like go and talk to certain people that I thought their art was great. Then there was a guy that I is signing on with HBO with a new series from his comic book that he like worked on for 30 years.
You feel like you can get more information when the convention's not so big versus it being kind of overwhelming and like
San Diego, I was like,
wings,
okay, can't go anywhere.
Wings everywhere.
Yep. Like, dude, your tail is up my ass.
Like, dude, Hawkeye, you need to like retract it.
And then
move your mace.
And then all of a sudden people are like, oh my god.
Not Hawkeye, Hawkman, sorry.
Like Ben Stiller or whatever. Ben Stiller's not nobody wants Ben Stiller.
Maybe when he was in the movie Mystery Men.
Ben Affleck, is he still around? No, not Batman.
What's his name? Twinkle. Twilight.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
He's the new Batman.
Yeah. So I thought he just declined.
No, I thought he was still in it.
I thought he just said that he declined.
Some butthole put it on Facebook or online that it's like, here's a picture of Batman, and it was a shovel. Because people call him Shovel Face. It was like that wearing, it was horrible. But
anywho, but all it is just people going to panels, and I get it. Like, it's awesome to go like see somebody that you really idolize.
But do you want to stand in line for a week before it even opens to get into
Fuck
Hall H?
No. Now,
is it that bad? I don't know. I've never done it. I've never stood to go to Hall H.
I love Gotham, and I love actors and actresses, so it was really cool outside because I could just real chill and watch them like come out of the Hollywood and like see them over at what's that one's called?
Like doing the different like press tours outside of the convention.
That was totally fine. Going inside though, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't find any books. I did find Scotty Young, so I got a couple of my figures back there signed by him, but it was honestly I didn't really like it.
Now, and that's the thing, I wonder if it is definitely more Hollywood, because with the merging of Marvel kind of going into that universe and doing the movies, a lot of it is kind of just that, and it's not, and I'm not really, I don't read comics as much as you do, so it's kind of hard. I don't really see if it is kind of going one or the other. Yeah. But with it, you know, worrying about it going kind of Hollywood, one of the things that was really surprising is finding out that, like, Sony pulled out of that. And I was like, oh, that's weird that Sony would even be there. And then I was finding out that Universal Pictures pulled out of the Comic-Con. And then I found out the WB, aka DC Universe, pulls out of the Comic-Con. So it's like, now you're seeing all these things that are covering more of the Hollywood aspect of it. Now none of them are coming to the Comic-Con. Yeah. Which makes me wonder if there's a shift going on, but it also
which would be great.
But it also is meaning that Marvel's like, it's just all Marvel and Hall H. Yeah. Unless they're like, well, we're not going to even bother with it.
Marvel and maybe like some like Netflix was there and like other things like that. I don't know if they're there. CW was there, things like that. I don't know if that's going to stay. The other thing is
Wonder Woman's not even going to be there.
They had Ace Comics.
They pulled out of that.
Oh, interesting.
And people
well,
were
DC,
like,
yeah.
well, the WB, yeah. So because they were going to do a panel of the whole movie, and she's not even going.
So
it's just interesting.
There was something called Ace Comic-Con that came out. Ace City Comic-Con? Ace Comic-Con?
Is it just Ace Con or something?
So I noticed that one has a lot of the movie actors.
Oh, is that the one that's like $400 and then you're just going to like see people and at the last minute they don't show up?
They do show up.
Well, some of them.
Yeah, a lot of them show up. So like Josh Brolin was there. Chris Evans is there. So there's
That's
lot of big
name. Glendale, right?
There's 3 of them each for a year. So one's in Glendale, one's in like Florida, and like I think somewhere else. But like that should be the one that has all of the like big name people, and then it should be more focused towards, again, comics.
Yeah, but San Diego Comic-Con, San Diego's so close to LA that it does make sense that they're
for them. Yeah, totally. I'm saying like all the like
they
shut
ones. Down all of downtown when that happens.
Yeah,
all of it. I would hate to be a local. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
Not to mention, God, I don't even know what it would cost to get a hotel. I think my buddies are getting like some kind of like crazy.
It was like $300
suite.
a night.
Yeah, my 2 buddies.
Even
are
the
going
Airbnbs were like $200 to $300 a night, and they were shit hotels and places. So
outside of San Diego, are there any Comic-Cons that you really would like to visit and see?
New York.
Yeah,
for sure. Oh my God. You know who comes? All of the Italians and stuff.
That makes sense.
Laura Braga.
Direct flights.
Oh yeah. So exciting. Like if I could go do that, like I just want a commission from Mirka, one from Lara. Like I would just like fangirl out. Like
I would like to go to PowerCon.
Where's that one?
PowerCon, I want to say, is in California, I believe, but it's all 80s cartoons. It's
see, that's cool.
It's Thundercats. It's like, so you're going in for the cartoons, you're going in for the voice actors, you can go to buy cells, you get them like signed. Like, I'd like to see that convention.
Yeah.
And then we're missing the tabletop convention this weekend right now. That we didn't really even know that existed, but that's the thing, is like going to a convention that's completely not like comic book related. Like it's just tabletop games, D&D, 13th Age, Settlers of Catan. Like
I was just thinking about that while you were
different.
talking. I was like, when was that?
This weekend, right now.
My bad.
It's right now at 4 Points
good.
in Phoenix,
I'm
Scottsdale. Sorry.
They didn't follow
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'll do pictures, and I haven't heard anything. So maybe next year we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see. So
didn't you want to go to TwitchCon? Aren't you going to TwitchCon this year?
Yes, I am going to TwitchCon this year, and I'm actually super excited for that.
I don't know what any of that's about.
So I'm really excited because
you just meet streamers?
Yeah. So like all the people that I talk to on stream or like Twitch, everything, are going to be going. So
is
it's
that like the YouTube convention thing too? Or is that a convention, or is that just YouTubers getting together?
I think this might be just YouTubers getting together.
Oh, okay.
So TwitchCon can be open to anybody. It's kind of like BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Think of that. But like for streaming.
We should go to BlizzCon someday.
I would love to go to BlizzCon. I tried getting tickets this year, but
so ridiculous.
I got into the
like
wait list. I got into the wait list.
Yeah.
And then it like
takes you know what? With everything going on right now, and like the expansion wasn't so great, maybe not yet. We'll wait on it.
Yeah. Well,
I want to go to the Final Fantasy one, but that's because it's in Japan. So any excuse to go back is fine.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm super excited because that is actually going to be something that is going to have people that I know, the people that I talk to. I get to see them face to face. We can maybe like collaborate.
Yeah.
There's a huge party after, which I didn't pay for a ticket, but I figured that, you know, I look like this, they maybe let me in.
You're not wrong.
Please. But the other thing is it's on my birthday.
Oh shit.
So I'm going during my birthday.
So we're gonna have to celebrate either before or after you come back.
I want to go to the San Diego Zoo, and then Steve's like, I don't know, we gotta see if we have money.
You need to go to San Diego Zoo. It's amazing.
I know.
Wildlife Park, meh. I wouldn't recommend them on the same day. I got like sunstroke. I was sick for like 2 days after. But the zoo is really awesome.
I want to go see the polar bear.
Okay, so
are we now in?
We have so much
in nerd news.
We have so much stuff in nerd news, but we're only gonna cover like 10 minutes because otherwise we're gonna take forever.
Well, you can definitely.
We'll save those for another day.
Another day?
We'll
Okay.
be fine.
Sorry, guys. You don't get to see what we're talking about.
We'll have
Sucks.
We'll have some other stuff, or we'll have extra sods to talk about some of these other things.
I think that's a great idea.
I know, right?
I think that's a great idea.
So before we move to Paperback Mountain, we did want to give you guys an announcement. It's a sad announcement, but it's also a happy one. We have decided on the chopping block, on the editing floor, we have cut out Hollywood end scenes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
We'll take a second real quick for
moment of silence in memoriam.
Sorry, Hollywood end scenes.
Now
that we had to cut you so soon, but
we're
you're very
done.
similar
We
to
don't
In
like
Their
you.
News, and we kept forgetting that you were in there anyway.
Well, no, for health and for us to not want to punch each other in the face, we decided to cut a segment to make it easy. And honestly, for us, Hollywood end scenes just wasn't what we loved the most. So we're ending up cutting it out. And I'm hoping, I don't know if we'll do this in the edit, but essentially I wanted to give us like a little memoriam of like all the best highlights of our 3 episodes of Hollywood end scenes. So here you are. And I know because of copyright infringement, we can't use Whitney Houston and I Will Always Love You, but I want you to imagine hearing that while you watch this.
Oh, I imagine. No, I didn't think of Whitney Houston.
What one were you going to put?
In the arms of the angel. We got the
Okay,
horrible
Sarah
Sarah McLachlan.
That's fine. So, moving on